Alright, gonna give you a little driving video inside the Infiniti. Drives really smooth. I really like this car a lot. Kind of in traffic right now, but I'll give you a little thing. The 6-speed kind of gets some complaints a lot from a lot of people that say, oh, it's, not very smooth. And I think a lot of that has to do with just learning how to drive this 6-speed. It's not the smoothest, but it's not the worst either. I mean, rev matching's pretty easy. Car pulls nicely. This has got the factory sports suspension, which is dampened a little differently, and it's a little bit lower and it's a little stiffer, but overall it's pretty comfortable. I've taken this car on a few twisty cruises now, and it's pretty good feeling around town, but you notice the squishiness a little bit more when you start to really push it into corners, get it going probably more towards the edge. But overall, it's nothing that can't be fixed with a quality set of coilovers or springs, which I plan on doing in the springtime because I'm going to be driving this car down the tail of the Dragon in North Carolina, and I definitely want something that rides a little bit more firm, I guess, in the corners. Cruising though, plenty of power to get it going. Shifts smooth for me. Put her into 5th. Idles along pretty good. Get you half-ass decent gas mileage if you stick it in 6th gear. Driving a stick and camera's a little bit different, but nothing you can't handle. Got ahead of that little crappy ridgeline pretty easily. Get it out on the freeway. One thing I really like about this car versus my 2005 is that it's really quiet on the freeway. That is one thing that Infiniti really worked on with the new generation of cars. Is that, even now we're doing 70, 75, and it's pretty quiet in here, like not much wind noise. Even on these snow tires, which aren't the quietest wheels, it's still, it's fairly reasonable. Not going to say how fast I've gone, but even at higher velocity speeds, this car is still very composed, quiet. You can have a conversation in it, listen to your music, whatever you may be listening to.
I'll turn her back around. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn her back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind.
The one thing about this car that drives me absolutely nuts and crazy about all at the same time, though, is how nicely it does 90 miles an hour. Like, I just let this thing cruise, and you don't even feel it. I hope I don't sound redneck still. I've got this really bad accent apparently from my videos, but anyways, this car is just, I love it on the freeway. This is where I rack up all my miles, just because I cruise along. The car is just so effortless. There's cruising, 6th gear, pulls pretty nicely, go around people. But I think that should probably conclude our little drive here. See you in the next video.